Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Buppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Got an awesome game coming out for you guys here today, and it looks like both of the players actually scouting in the wrong direction to start with, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure they'll find it out eventually. So let's check him out. Up the top left side of the map, it is Mr. Grubby, 28 years of age, from the Netherlands, sponsored by a whole bunch of different guys. Twitch TV, BenQ, Trademo, however it's pronounced. Very, very awesome stuff. And his opponent down at the bottom right side of the map is, of course, Mr. MC, 23 years of age, from South Korea. Not currently part of a team, sponsored by Global Esports Management. Although they never seem to write that in the player information on the right hand side of the map, so that's why I always get confused. But it is going to be a PvP, and both players looking pretty good. MC going for a fast Twilight Council, very, very fast in fact. Mr. Grubby is going for a Twilight Council as well, but a bit slower, I gotta say, and he's put it all the way over there, which tells me that DTs are definitely a possibility. So we've got the double gas here, we've got the double gas here. Protoss, they seem to love that really early double gas, and I've noticed a lot when I'm playing ladder. I usually just go for a single gas when I've got the cybercore coming up, and then I run out of gas so fast after that, it's not even funny. So double gas, definitely necessary for a Protoss player, especially when they go for stuff like Twilight Council and stuff. It's no longer just a, oh my god, I'm going for a stagger, I need double gas. It's pretty much you need a double gas no matter what you're doing. But we do have the Dark Shrine coming up. Oh, MC going for the Dark Shrine as well. Both players going for the crazy DT build. We got a probe up here waiting to build a pylon. We got a robotics facility coming up for both players. Is this, because I've seen this as well, I think it was in the Arthur versus Frustration game, one of those games from the Harry Smash tournament. And yeah, is this a thing now in PvP where they both rush for DTs and there's all sorts of craziness goes on? Because I'm starting to think maybe it is, but yeah, it should be fine. I mean, Grubby, he's going for the robotics facility. He should have that out nice and fast. And yeah, that's got to be enough to deal with the Dark Templars when they come in. He's getting his own Nexus as well, which I really, really like. As long as he's got the Observer out there and a couple of little guys to take care of the DTs, he should be fine. First couple of DTs are coming in. The probe does spot them, does spot the DTs. We're going to be seeing a chrono boosted Observer coming out for Grubby. But of course he does need units to actually deal with the DTs. They're going to be running in. Should be able to lay a force field down just in time. Are they? Are they? No, they're not. Not enough energy. No, they have enough energy. Why did they not do a force field down? Are they just there for the DPS? I would have thought, no, he wants to kill those guys. Absolutely, but it may not be the best of ideas because, of course, he doesn't have the DPS to really kill the DTs. He's starting to get it now. Here's another Stalker coming out. DT's going down. A bunch of DTs came down here from Mr. Grubby, and they got owned pretty quickly by MC. So the DT craziness going down, which is fine. Yeah. So the only problem now is that Grubby has all these tech buildings down the bottom left side of the map, and if he needs like Blink at some point, he's going to have to research it down there and hope that MC doesn't scout it, because it would suck to lose that building out in the middle of nowhere while it's researching Blink. But he's going to continue building DTs. Why? I'm not sure. The Observer actually running out across the map. There's got to be another one down here though. Yeah, he's just finished building a second one. So that's going to be fine. Pylon going down. DT. Yeah. Don't know what his plan is, but it looks like he's going to be playing it safe here. Maybe going to snipe a couple of workers. Could maybe snipe that worker there. He's just got to sit there, wait for the workers to show up, and then start having a crack at them, which is a very, very nice play. Although this Observer is coming back to have a bit of a scout, spots the DT, and that is it. So the plan has failed at this point. Very nice that he's actually on hold position, I think, but decides to go for a sentry at the last second, does not manage to take it out, and Grubby continuing to warp in DTs. Very, very, very interesting stuff here. I'm really not sure. Where is that DT? I could have sworn Warp Prism, there we go. So he's going to drop it in the backside, see how that goes. There's no observers in sight over here. I think both observers are back over there. No, he has moved the other observer back there. Oh, very, very nice. So MC is all over this playstyle. Has moved the observer back. He's got a couple of stalkers, so clearly anticipating the Dark Templar getting back here, and does manage to kill one worker before jumping in the War Prism and getting the hell out of there. So at least that DT was partially successful. But anyway, we've got the High Templar tech on the way. I'm maybe thinking about Archons or something like that, because it's quite expensive on the minerals to be building Archons with DTs. We've got a whole bunch of Immortals coming out for both players. We don't have Blink coming out for either player. Just as I say that, MC starts researching it. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of workers coming out. Grubby actually a fair bit ahead on the workers because he had that expansion out so much earlier than MC. And he's still continuing to build workers consistently. We sort of got workers coming out here, but we're a little bit supply capped on MC's side, which is of course going to be knocking that backwards quite a bit. Nice hallucinated Phoenix coming down here. Not going to be seeing the Dark Shrine or the Twilight Council, which should give him an indication that there is one out in the middle of nowhere somewhere. So maybe he's going to start looking around for that, see if he can find that. It's going to take him a while though, unless he just moves like hallucinated Phoenix all over the place to try and find that. But we'll see how lucky he is, because if he is pretty lucky, then that would be good, because he'd be able to shut down the tech that's being researched. Zealot Legs, I'm sure he'd love to shut down that Zealot Legs research, but he's got to find the damn thing first. Now both players pretty much doing the same thing. We do have a third base coming out for Grubby, definitely pushing hard on the macro. He's 60 over 42, got a great income at the moment, and with this third base he'll be looking very, very awesome in this game. His army size a little bit cut down, but that is going to be changing very, very soon, I assume. And yeah, just getting his stuff out. So we got one weapons for both players. Armor not coming down for either player, but we do have Zealot Legs, which is going to be awesome. If he gets a critical mass of Zealots against Stalkers and Immortals, he is going to be doing very, very well, because of course these guys suck against Zealots once the Zealots get in range. But he needs to get that number right now, and he's sort of got the forces here, but it's going to be a little bit tough. Getting more Archons as well, which is pretty good. Getting more Zealots, getting all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, just focusing on Archons at the moment. MC more with Stalkers and Stalkers and Immortals. That's it. Hasn't really got anything else really crazy up there. Oh, Grubby, is he actually going to let this base go down? It does not look like it. He's just wondering what he should be doing here. And MC, of course, has the power. He can go left, he can go right. And if Grubby messes up and doesn't anticipate the movement, then Grubby could end up losing a couple of buildings. And here we go. Very, very nice. The main army coming through, and MC has really been pushing this army up. He's got a lot of Stalkers. Level 2 weapons isn't quite there, but it's getting close. Oh, the Mothership Core. That would be a nice snipe, but not quite going to be able to do it. And meanwhile, MC with just a sheer army of Stalkers running around, having a good crack and just destroying everything. He's got a ton of Stalkers out here. A little bit of Zealot sweeping in there, and Grubby thinks about going in for the rest of it, but the Time Warp is going to slow him down, so he pulls back. He's realizing he's got to go in here, but has the damage been done? Has he just lost too many units? I got to say probably no, because he's still got a ton of Zealots in there, but the Blink Micro from MC is quite sensational at this point. And the army for Grubby trying to do the best they can, but he really, really was getting owned there. He is moving a bunch of Zealots back there though, really knocking out a ton of workers here, really doing a great job with this little attack, and he's going to be killing a lot of buildings. So he's been doing pretty good. MC moving in to the main base. He's got to try and do something here. Probes and a lot of Archons going nuts on these guys, slowly sort of pushing them away. But MC, let's see what he can do. He's killing a lot of workers now, which is very, very awesome. Needs to get those worker numbers down. Needs to sort of even this up. These guys just continuing to kill stuff. MC, surprisingly not warping any units back in there to really deal with them. I think he's having a little bit of trouble with his income after losing all those workers. He doesn't quite have enough to warp in a major army back there. So he's just going to have to deal with these guys out the front And he's still got the bigger army at the moment, but Grubby's slowly building more and more. However, it's mostly melee units like the Archons and the Zealots, and they really get badly owned by this Time Warp. Their Mothership Core is such an amazing pain in the ass in this game. And yes, we've actually got a cannon, a bunch of Zealots down there, so this base is sort of defended. Here we go, Zealots going in, Archons going in, doing a pretty good job. The Stalker's slowly getting knocked back, and we do have a DT here, which is beautiful because I'm not sure that MC has an observer anymore in this base, so he may just have to pull back because he just doesn't want to risk losing all of his Stalkers to that DT, which would suck. But he's going to come around here and he's going to just blink around and start destroying stuff. Keep on the aggressive side. I don't know, I guess he just doesn't want to move back to his main base and just have to deal with that mess. He just wants to finish it off here. And the DT is just going to be chasing him forever and ever. Zealots continually warping in. He's getting no reinforcements. He's getting some reinforcements. The Zealots moving out slowly. And we'll be helping out a little bit. And Grubby has been sort of on the edge of losing everything here, but he's continually warping in units, continually slowly knocking back these Stalkers. And the Stalkers are having less and less time to actually be able to destroy buildings, which definitely sucks for them. But they're slowly getting there, and this bunch of Zealots will definitely start fixing things up. Here we go, the Cyber Core coming down. That's going to go down. Not sure if it matters because it wasn't really powered at the moment. And that's most of the production buildings having been destroyed. But he's building a whole bunch more gateways. Going to be getting out God knows what here. An observer, sending an observer over to the far side, which is pretty awesome. Knock down the third base. Grubby on 2 bases. His worker numbers are a little bit lower, but he's mining off 2 bases, whereas this guy's only mining off 1 base, which is fine. Because he is, yeah, he's fully mining it, so he should be fine for a little while. Both players' macro is pretty much the same, actually. And yeah, we've sort of knocked back a little bit. MC surprisingly still has a bigger army. I guess just keeping that expansion solid has really helped him out, and he's still been able to macro up a little bit. And Grubby was behind on the army from the get-go, so he's just been struggling to stay in the game with these Stalkers in his base. He's been doing a pretty good job, mainly due to the pressure he was putting on MC's base, but now that pressure has mostly evaporated, and yeah, he's going to have to fight here, and I do not know if he can win this battle. The Mortals, unfortunately, there are too many Zealots in MC's army, which is going to be taking care of them. The Probes coming out, and the Stalkers going nuts. The second Immortal about to go down. Down it goes, and Grubby gives the GG. He just does not have enough left to deal with these Stalkers. He could have tried, but I think eventually he would have gone down. Without pressure on MC's base, MC would just have been going nuts, getting his Zealots in there, destroying all the workers, and that's it. GG. So, great game from Mr. MC there. Great game from both players, and MC just had that little bit extra and really came off as the winner, obviously, in this game. So, very nice to see that. And this is actually our last game in the Round of 32 Premier League for the WCS Europe Season 3. And that's all the Premier Leagues for all of the different areas in Season 3 done. So I'm going to be doing something else at this point. Probably jumping over to the WCS Grand Final from last year. Check out some games from that. Should be very awesome. And maybe some other games in Season 3 from other areas. And yeah, when we get back to Season 1 for 2015, I'm sure there'll be some excellent Premier League action there. So stay tuned for more awesome Daily Masters coming up soon. This has been Hairy Muppet. Hope you enjoyed this game.